All right, welcome back. If you're somebody who spends hours each year meeting with different brokers, trying to get multiple quotes in an effort to shop your insurance with little to no results, this video is specifically for you. We're going to talk about today how to shop your insurance without wasting your time and so that you can guarantee that you get results. Okay? At Delaware Valley Contractors Insurance, our goal is to deliver an insurance buying process for contractors that doesn't involve as many headaches, that procures actual results on a year after year basis. So while we're going to talk about the ways that you can actually go about shopping your insurance that will produce results, let's start with why the traditional way of what I call quote unquote shopping your insurance does not work. A lot of businesses, what they will typically do is they will find multiple agents in addition to their current agent to go to the market and get quotes for their business insurance. Here are some of the problems with that. Number one, when you have multiple agents going out to quote your business insurance, it's important to know that in any given year, an insurance company will only accept one quote from one agent for your specific business, and it's on a first come, first served basis. So you've got multiple agents now who are all fishing in the same pond. That's problem number one. Problem number two is you have to spend the time meeting with each of those agents, providing them information, then sitting down with them for them to provide you with their results. And then problem number three is now once you have those results, you end up having to do the legwork and figure out what those results actually mean and figure out the next best steps. At the end of the day, you don't need more quotes. You just need a better process for shopping your business insurance. Okay? So how can you go about it on a year-to-year basis to make sure that you're not wasting time and that you actually, at the end of the day, are getting the best program? And this is the simplest solution that I can offer to you. And it starts here. Number one, you have to find an agent that you trust. And what I mean by that is, as I mentioned, companies will only accept applications from one broker for any specific business in a given year. So if you don't trust that in a year that it's necessary that your broker is going to all of the carriers that they have the ability to quote with to get an option for your business insurance, then you need to find somebody who you do trust to do that for you. Somebody who's going to sit down with you each year, provide you with a market analysis, let you know whether they did or did not shop out your program and which carriers they sent it to, and if they didn't, why. Okay? The second piece is each year, once you've found that broker that you trust, make sure you have a plan in place depending on market conditions, whether the market is seeing steady increases or if things are remaining consistent. Is your plan going into that year to, number one, is it procure better coverage? Do you need to increase limits to apply to certain contracts? Do you need to fill certain gaps in your coverage? Or are you really trying to limit your costs? Are you trying to lower your total spend on your insurance dollars? And based on that specific goal, what is your and your agent's plan that year as far as remarketing, going and getting other options, and how does that fit into accomplishing those goals? Okay. The third piece is paying attention or at least inquiring as to which carriers your broker works with. If you work with an agency that maybe only has one or two carriers at their disposal, you may be missing out on options. That agent you're with may actually have gone out to quote with everybody that they can, but not all agencies have the same access to insurance companies that you may think. So it's important to find a broker that you trust, come up with a plan that you have worked with your agent to devise, and figure out whether or not the agent that you're with can accomplish that plan. Okay? And then at the end of the year, or when it's time to renew, make sure you sit down with that person, go through their findings. If it's a year that you've had them go out and shop the market, go through their findings, hear their recommendations as to whether or not you should stay with your current company or if you should consider an alternative option, whatever accomplishes the goals that you've laid out. But in summary, the shortest way I can summarize this is that this one agent approach is the most effective way. Bringing on multiple brokers, having them all go to the same companies to try and procure the same quotes is a waste of their time and a waste of your time. If you can find an agent that you trust, that has the right carrier access, and you have a plan in place with that agent to make sure that you're getting the best results at renewal, not only will it save you time on your next renewal, it'll save you time every year thereafter, because you know that you're on the same page with a broker that you trust to do their job and to fulfill your needs and take care of the shopping for you. Okay? It's a little bit against the grain. A lot of people think, well, I keep my broker honest. This is how I do it. That's a waste of your time and their time. Okay? So next time at renewal, when time's coming up for you to sit down and go out and get quotes or shop it, think this through. If you don't believe that your current agent is doing their job, find somebody who will. Somebody who's willing to sit down, come up with a plan, and go out and use all of the carriers that they have access to. At DVCI, we work with over a dozen carriers who write business in the construction industry, nearly a solution for every single trade that's out there. And our goal every year is to have a remarketing strategy meeting about 90 days before the renewal so that you know what to expect and that we can get on the same page beforehand. Hopefully you found this valuable. If you did, be sure to like our page, subscribe, or comment with any questions.